gets to challenge Calhoun. We're going to have to discard a card because that's what Perilous Maze be like. We get rid of it, they lose 2 lore, and we gain 2 lore with Aladdin's ability. Nani? This is the particular amount of memes that we are going for today. It is Mono Ruby from Azurite Sea. We're adding a couple Azurite Sea cards, not a whole lot, but mainly focusing on this Jasmine. She has whenever this character quests, each opponent loses 1 lore. Don't mind if I do, and you get 2 lore in there. It's a good deal. And then we have other jokes going on, namely the get more strength Lumiere. When you play Lumiere, your other characters get +1 strength. It's not when you play it. It's just all the time. If he's on the board, all your other characters get +1 strength. That's good with cards like Prince Eric. That's really good with cards like Goofy. That's good with cards like Aladdin that can hit for 6 after that. Abu can hit for 4. This hits for 7. We're playing all the best cards. We got lots of rushes, and we're excited for that. We have Minnie Mouse get a whole bunch of lore real fast, and then we have other stuff to make us even more powerful. This deck is all about getting more power. That's right. We overclocked the deck with Maui's Fishhook. We can give chosen character +3 strength this turn. Don't mind if I do. And we can use the ability for free if we have a Maui Hero all on board. We also have Vitalosphere. We get Rush and +2 strength. That's right. This Minnie Mouse could have Rush and hit for 3. That would be crazy. There's also Card Soldier Sphere. Your damage characters gets +1 strength. That's right. If we have a Lumiere Card Soldiers and their damage, that's +2 strength. That'd be Minnie Mouse could hit for 3 if we do all the math. Oh, we also need to talk about Skull Rock. If we move it to Skull Rock, we get +1 strength while here at the start of your turn. If you have a pirate character here, you gain 1 more. We're not playing it for the second ability. We're playing it to get plus strength. That's right. Is this a pirate? That's an alien. So let's do all the math together. If we have a Lumiere on board, boom, that puts her to 2. If we use a fish hook, boom, that puts her to 5. If we use a Vitalosphere, that's 7. If she's damaged, that's up to 8. If she's at Skull Rock, that's 9 strength. If we have another Lumiere on board, that's 10. We are going to do massive, crazy damage with the Minnie Mouse Stylish Surfer. And did you know that this cat is Figaro from Pinocchio? What's a Pinocchio card doing with the Minnie Mouse? What's going on here? I figured out that this is Figaro in my studies. What's going on with that? Thanks for watching. We're going to go to Menu, Export, Inktable, and play on Inktable.
More power.
You know, men, we want a job done right, and we want it done quick. What do we need? More power! Darn right, more power.
Maui, Hero to All, can make any deck win. I think that's the only way that this deck win is Maui, Hero to All. And number 3, Figaro has no business on a surfboard after Geppetto got him swallowed by a whale. Why is bro surfing?
We're going against an Emerald Pirates deck. Emerald Pirates are super good. We have our Minnie Mouse. We have our Skull Rock. She's going to be huge. We have our Vitalosphere to give her even more power. We have our Shift Line for Aladdin. We love this hand. We're not going to mulligan a single thing. It's our turn, so we have to ink something. And it's looking like Vitalosphere might be the move right now because Card Soldier Spear, pretty good. So we're going to ink our Vitalosphere. It's gone. Too bad, too sad. And then we get to play our Minnie Mouse, always classy in the set 2 meta. This was the card to play, dude. The 1/3 survives anything. It's Captain Hook, which does not survive. It does not survive that at all. There's no way around it, except for if we move it to Skull Rock, it gets plus power, and we like the sound of that. We can ink our Aladdin. Oh, is that the 2-drop Aladdin? Wow, it is. And then it looks like we get to play 2-drop Aladdin. And we're not going to quest our Minnie because she would just be taken out by Captain Hook. And then where would we be? We'd be up 1 lore and up a creek too. There is another Captain Hook. That's 2 Captain Hooks and a Hidden Cove coming into play. They quest their Captain Hook because that's all they can do. Luckily, they didn't move it to Hidden Cove. If they did that, then Aladdin could not take it out. So that's good news for us. We can play Skull Rock and we can move Minnie there so she can survive the other Captain Hook and she can do some damage to the location. Or we can put down Stitch to do damage to location, which we like almost just as much. We're going to ink that and play Stitch. Stitch is going to be able to 2-shot the location. So we will challenge into the location. We will challenge our Aladdin into a hook, even though that's our shift target. And what are we doing that for? And then we will quest our Minnie Mouse. There we are. Now their hook has tons of options of what they want to do. They could take out any card they want. And we could play Card Soldier Spear to give this +1 strength. So then if this attacks, nah, we're not going to play it. We're not going to do it. We're going to pass the turn. We're going to ink that next turn. We're not going to do it. We don't need it. I need it. They take out our Minnie Mouse, always classy. Too bad, too sad. It does 1 damage. They move it to Hidden Cove. They play Calhoun, which we're scared of. We got the super goof. If we ink our Card Soldiers, and then we will challenge into the location. Boom. There we go. And then we get to play our Goofy. Goofy gets to challenge Captain Hook. And we get 2 lore in that challenge. It's a better Calhoun. And then we are not going to quest this. We are going to shift it next turn. So we will pass and see what Calhoun be like. If Calhoun decides to take this out, then lose the thing. We lose our Goofy, and it only does 1 damage back to them. That's, of course, what they should have done. This is the Perilous Mage. Whenever a character is challenged while here, chosen opponent chooses and discards a card. That's a bad deal for us. That means we should wait. Or do we not wait and make them lose lore and we gain lore? If we shift, we can take it out. We would have to discard a card, though. That's fine with us. We don't need Skull Rock right now. And then we will get to shift our Aladdin. Boom. There we go. Shifted Aladdin. Aladdin gets to challenge Calhoun. We're going to have to discard a card because that's what Perilous Maze be like. We get rid of it. They lose 2 lore and we gain 2 lore with Aladdin's ability. And then Stitch here gets to challenge into Perilous Mage because that was a bummer to have to discard cards. Yeah, we could have quested, but we're doing other stuff. Aladdin's at 4 damage, which isn't the best number to be at. It's Donald Duck. There is Captain the Hook. We get Flynn Rider, I Hardly Know Her. We are going to play Flynn Rider, I Hardly Know Her, and then challenge the Perilous Maze. And we pass the turn. If we leave Aladdin alive with Flynn Rider on board, we're going to get lore. Captain Hook takes out our Stitch, but they also lose in the challenge. They have a Donald Duck, and if Donald Duck takes out any of our characters, they get a benefit. We are going to play Minnie Mouse. We gained 3 lore because this is super jacked. Yeah, it's super jacked. If we take this out, we have to discard a card, which we don't have a card. Do we want to save it for Donald the Duck? We don't. We're just going to go ahead and challenge into it. We don't have to discard a card because we ain't got a card. And then we're going to pass the turn. There's nothing we can do about this crazy duck. They get the 7 Dwarves Mine. They quest. If they move it to 7 Dwarves Mine, they're going to be able to do 1 damage to chosen character. They move it and do a damage to our Flynn Rider, I Hardly Know Her. We get Maui, which is perfect. We get to play Maui because we have our 5 ink. He gets to challenge into the Donald the Duck. Boom. Uncontested. We get to quest our Minnie Mouse Evasive. She quests for 2 big ones. And then we can finally take out Perilous Maze with Flynn Rider, I Hardly Know Her. There it goes. And we pass the turn. This is the 7 Dwarves Mine. We're a little bit scared of it. They have John Silver. And they move it to 7 Dwarves Mine, and that gets rid of our Flynn Rider, I Hardly Know Her. But guess what is back in our hand? Flynn Rider, I Hardly Know Her. We get to quest our Minnie Mouse, the Stylish Surfer, and challenge the 7 Dwarves Mine, getting rid of it entirely. The Maui is the hard counter to locations. And then we pass the turn. The John Silver can hit for 3, can take out our Maui, and then our Flynn would not proc. They quest. They don't do the thing to take out our Maui. We get to gain 3 with Flynn Rider's ability. We have a Skull Rock right here. We are going to play Skull Rock because I don't think that there's much that costs more than 3. We are going to get to move Flynn Rider to the location, and we will move our Minnie Mouse to the location. And just for posterity, I don't think I know what that word means. We're going to move Maui to, you guessed it, Skull Rock. And Maui has got to challenge in there. Oh, there he goes. And then we can quest our Minnie Mouse, That's 19 lore, question for 2, and then we get to pass the turn. Yeah, we could win this turn, or we win with Flynn Rider's ability. That's how to do it. Thanks for watching the Mono Ruby deck in action. It actually wasn't that bad. Please hit the subscribe button. We put out new videos every day.